Kern! We are back in the K5 Championship Street Stock Series here at Kevin Harvick's Kern, and we are getting ready to qualify. I was second fastest in practice. I'm running a set that Nick Robinson shared, his Irwindale set that he shared in the Discord, and I've made some changes with it, so it seems to be working for short run pace. However, I think we are probably not going to be very good long run. We will see. This thing is very, very loose, and on exit it starts pushing really bad, and then it starts snapping, and I think tire fall off is going to be pretty big for us. And that was no good. Try and do a little bit better. It's going to be a game of trying not to spin out on entry the whole time for us, I think. I've been using throttle and brake at the same time to try and keep it stable on entry. I don't think this is going to be a very good lap. No. Let's see if we can do a little bit better in 1 and 2 here. And we do. Now if we can just not suck in 3 and 4. Really tight. We get an okay exit. It's going to be about a 10th quicker. 21.0. I will take that. Puts us P4, so not too bad. We might fall a couple more spots. Tyler Cade there in the number 2. He was leading practice, and he ran at 21.0. Ethan jumps to the top with 29.9, or a 20.9. And I'm feeling pretty good about that. That should have us starting on pole for one of the heats, I believe, heat 4. And that should be good if we can hold on to that for 10 laps. As usual, the top 3, or we're in 5th now, top 4 I think, actually, from the heats transfer to the feature. No, top 3, okay. Couldn't remember. Top 3, and then once we get to the feature, it'll be 40 laps, and hopefully we'll do decently. Still sit in 5th, and this is pretty much a full session, so there should be 5 heats, and we should be on pole for that, which is going to be the best place to be. Either we'll be on pole or we'll be starting second for heat 1, which is great. So glad we could qualify well. Hopefully we can make it into the heat, or make it into the feature just from the heat like we have been. We've been getting really lucky with that.
Might check somebody.
And if we make it into the feature, that'll be goal number 1, and then hopefully we don't fall off too bad. I don't know how this is going to do long run, but we will see. But I will make a cut here, and we'll get back once we start racing. As you see, though, I had to fix up the front end from that big front end hit we took at Irwindale. Had to put a couple new pieces of sheet metal in. There's some scratches left. So as we said, starting on pole for heat 5. And Nick is in that heat too, so that'll be fun. And James and Sean and Dakota. That'll be fun. So we'll come back. I'm going to watch some good heat racing before that, and we'll see how this all goes from here. Hopefully we can make it to the feature. That is the number 1 goal.
7. You don't get any extra tyre sets for this race, so let's be smart out there. We expect to be fighting for the podium.
Getting ready to roll off for heat number 5. We saw some pretty fun heat races prior to this. A couple cautions in there. This is going to be a few cautions, I think, just with how loose everybody is. Hopefully we get a good start and don't miss a shift. These are only 8 laps. I think I said there were 10 at the beginning, but it's only 8. So that gives us less time that we need to worry about leading, but hopefully we just get a good jump and don't have to worry. We've got Jason in the 93 right to our outside, James right behind us, and Nick to his outside. So lots of competition here. Hopefully we can do okay. Biggest thing on the start is not missing a shift and not getting loose into turn 1. We will see what we can do. I've been sitting for a while watching those heat races, so we'll have to get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly. Sometimes can be hard to jump back in. If you haven't done a lap in a few minutes, it takes you a bit to get it back. But we'll see what we can do. Starting off from the best position here. And only need to lead 8 laps, and we'll be good. So let's do that, shall we?
Get ready.
I'll go once we get closer to the front stretch.
Green, green, green.
Alright, didn't miss a shift. Now let's be nice and careful into one here. And let them battle too wide, and hopefully we'll be able to pull away a bit. They're battling really hard behind us, so that gives us a great opportunity here. Let's just keep it smooth. No big slides. No bad pushes on exit. All we need to do is keep it smooth. Nick has fallen back a couple spots. He's not even in transfer spot right now. So it will definitely be interesting if he has to go through the consolation races. But we are looking good so far. Need this race to finish as quickly as possible, so I have to get rid of this pressure on me. To not make a mistake, so I can make it into the feature. But we have got a big gap behind us now. They've been too wide for a bit. And I've set the fastest lap because we're not racing anybody around us. That was a pretty big slide. I did not enter that corner very well, but no pressure behind us at the moment. Nick is charging back forward, I see on the F3. Is he going to be able to beat James in this one like he did at Bristol last night? But we really have no pressure around us. We just have to not spin out by ourselves. So I think we're going to be in decent shape here. No reason to push super hard. We can go ahead and relax for the remainder. Last couple laps here. I cannot believe how far we're pulling away. I realize they're racing, but I don't think anybody pulled away this far in the other heats. And there was some battling. But I think in the other heats, second place got in line behind first place pretty quickly. And honestly, I wasn't really watching where first place was anyway, so they might have been that far ahead. I was watching the battle for the transfer spot. But hey, it looks like we might be able to win one race. It's not going to count for points or anything. But it'll count to get us into the feature with a decent starting spot. So that'll be cool. And at least we can say we've won something if we never get another chance to do that. Woohoo! We did what we needed to. We'll be back for the feature. So far, we've had really good luck transferring right in from the heat each time. And we'll be good. 40 laps for the feature. Hopefully our car is good long run like it was the whole time there, and should be fun. Now we got E main through B main to watch, and then we'll be back for the warm-up for the feature, and hopefully we can get that started off well. So yeah, that was great. Let's get back to you when the feature starts. Okay, we're back for the warm-up. We just saw some pretty fun races. There was a couple of big wrecks, but overall pretty clean and some really close, hard racing, especially in that B main, everyone trying to get to that transfer spot. So let's go out here and see if we can remember how to drive, and then let's see where we're starting for the feature. At least we made it. We may completely fall off after 20 laps and go to the back, but as long as we made it, and we got a heat win, which is cool. Big loose. But you can actually get a pretty decent run around the middle here at this place. But preferred for us, I think, is right along that white line. Really cool, though, to get such a big field and then have to have the whole field race its way into the feature, pretty much. There's no just automatic spots. And it makes all the races mean something and matter, and it's a lot of fun to watch. And one of the benefits of getting a big session like this, plus, even if you don't make it, you have at least 2 races you can do to have fun and enjoy it. I think our car's feeling pretty good. We should have enough fuel. Yeah, we got plenty. It's all going to be about not wearing our tires out too bad. Let's see where we're starting here. We're starting 5th, obviously, as the winner of Heat 5. That makes sense. Alright, let's see how this goes. We got a 19-car field. Nick starting way in the back. Our mission is to beat him if we can. Really, our mission is just survive and not wreck anybody else or ourselves.
Alright, man.
Setup, I think, is going to be good. We'll see what it does long run, but I think everyone's fallen off pretty hard. I think the fall off here is just pretty significant with the track temp and the way you're sliding so much. So I think we'll be alright. Cross our fingers here. We got Nick Robinson starting just in front of us. Zach Nelson just behind us on the outside, actually. We got Dalton in the 318 car just to our outside. But here we go. On the start here, we need to try and not miss a shift, because that will wreck everyone behind us probably, and we need to just be nice and careful and not get into the back of Nick or get really loose and slide up into anybody. The aggression factor in the consolation races was very, very high, very intense. But those were short sprints compared to this one, 40 laps. So hopefully everyone's going to be a bit more careful. The features have been great so far.
Alright, man, we're going green next time. Bye.
So I think we'll be having a great time here as well. Hopefully we'll get a decent finish out of it. No clue what we're going to do
good luck, everybody.
For a 40-lap run, what our tires are going to be like, what the car is going to feel like, but hopefully we'll be right there with everybody. Let us see how it's going to go. Try and get a decent start here. See if we can get slotted into a position.
Hello.
Getting ready to go green.
8 cars in.
Okay. I never get very good starts. Felt like I went right when they started going.
You got one outside. Stay low.
Just gotta be patient here.
Stay low.
Having people in front of us is going to allow us to get into the corner a lot easier as well, I think, so that might help us save some tires.
Still there.
I really think long run, you're just going to want to not be sliding so much. See a big slide out of Nick up there. And we get loose on entry. Let's not push up into Zach, if we can help it.
Stay low.
And not get into the back of Chris. So far so good, we clear him. See if we can get slotted in here and get into a rhythm. Maybe move forward a little bit. We'll see. Try not to clip that apron if we can help it. Tyler's stuck on that outside. That's going to be tough for him to get down unless he can get down in front of Chris here. I'm not able to really get a run off the corner to set anything up on Chris. We might need to try here soon. That wasn't a very good entry or exit. That was a bad corner. Still not quite close enough. I probably could throw it in. He'd probably give me room, but I don't want to have a big dive bomb. We were close enough, but I wasn't really having the run forward that I wanted to take it to his inside. Still don't quite have it. Plenty of time left in this one. We just need to not get loose like that and open up the bottom for Zach. We might have the run now.
Got one outside. Still there.
Well, he was pretty aggressive in trying to keep that. We're not going to have it on exit of 4. Just calm our tires down. We don't need to do anything too crazy. We're still early on in this thing. Try not to clip the apron, especially 1 and 2. Exit of 2 is so tight, you get really loose down on the apron. Feeling pretty good though. I think the car's feeling good. I'd like to make this pass, but I can't get the run I need. I'm just pretty much identical on speed. But I don't want to get stuck on the outside if Zach gets a good run behind me. Little wall scrape. We're fine. Alright, we'll look to his inside here.
Outside. The leader just did a 20.76. Still there. Stay low.
Not going to be able to get it done.
All clear, all clear.
May have to try and get to his outside. Big tight out of 4 there, but Zach's pushing behind me as well.
Outside. Stay low.
I just cannot get anything on the outside or the inside.
Clear high, clear high.
Dang it.
Inside. All clear, all clear. You got one inside. Stay high.
See if we can pass him this way.
Stay high.
Or eat the wall.
Stay high. There's the car on the low side. Stay high. There's the car on the low side.
Now we're going to go backwards.
Stay high.
That was a bad decision, I guess. They're getting loose ahead of us.
Stay high. There's the car on the low side.
Alright, we might be able to still take advantage of this, but it's hurting our tires pretty bad.
Still there? Hold the line.
Alright, we should be okay.
Yellow's on. No damage to report. All clear, all clear. You're back in pit.
No damage. But now, tires not happy. Which is why I did not want to go to the outside if I could help it. So now we got to settle these things down. Still got over half the race to go. Just try and be nice and smooth here, see if we can catch up to Tyler.
20.967.
Could not get that inside to work, so I had to do something, and we were falling back from these guys, so I needed to go if I could. It looks like we should be able to pull away. Good little battle there, though. Let's see if we can catch up here and have anything for these front guys. Looks like Nick Robinson back in the lead. He might just win every race this season. There are 2 drop weeks for these first 6 races or something like that. Right now, our worst finish is Bull Ring, the first race. But if we have one where we don't make the feature, then that will end up being our worst one. Hopefully we can make the feature in all of them. We keep getting these 60-car fields, though. It's not going to be an easy thing. Tyler falling off of those guys up there a little bit, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch him at all. We've caught him a little bit, but I think our car is starting to fall off pretty hard now. If we get a yellow, that could make things interesting. Everybody's keeping it clean, which is what you want to see. We're in a good top 5 spot, though. Nick just pulling away now. He's got this car figured out. On top of already being very fast in everything.
The leader just did a 20.879.
.6. We're going to be able to close that gap at all. Feels like we are, but I think he's beating us a bit on exit because we're pushing out so bad to the wall. And that time we just pitched it into the corner, which is not what we wanted there. But we did gain a 10th. Might have to try and get on his outside and pass him like we did Chris. Bottom just gets so dang tight down there. And the top is able to keep the momentum up. In a big track like this, for cars that don't have a lot of power, it's really important to keep your momentum. We're starting to gain a little bit, though. Just need to stop pushing so bad on exit. So far, I really liked how this car has felt. It was Nick Robinson's Irwindale set that he shared. I mentioned that earlier. But on entry, it was incredibly loose. So I tightened it up a bit, just on entry. And I made a couple air pressure adjustments and stagger adjustments, and they seem to really help the balance. Plus, I changed the gear to what the default set was running for gear here. And I think it feels pretty good. And it's got a little speed in it. Not if I overdrive like crazy, though. We're getting down to 10 to go, though. We can start pushing a little bit here. I don't think we're going to be falling off too bad unless we have a couple really big slides. Try and keep it smooth, though. See if we can get an opportunity to pass Tyler. The lineup behind us has not changed. They're all in a line. Oh, bad push there. That was bad. We both had a bad push, but his was a little better than mine. That was not a good lap. See if we can recover from that. Was trying a little bit too hard and took 1 and 2, and that screwed up the whole lap. Alright, that felt like a good exit. If we could just sneak to his outside, I think we'd be in a good spot. Bad push there. I was trying to turn down out of the corner. It got tight on me. We're beating him in 3 and 4, though. One and 2 were about even. Leaves the window open for us.
5 laps to go. This is less than optimal.
5 to go. Not going to be able to cross him over, but maybe we can get to his outside. Out of 4. Not if we run like that.
The leader did a 91.01. Got one inside. Clear low, clear low.
We'll try it to the inside.
Got one outside. Stay low, there's a car on the high side.
Oh, it's just way too dang tight down there.
You're clear high, clear
We gotta get to his outside. We're never gonna get the bottom to work. That might have just killed our right front enough to not be able to do anything now. Just that one attempt. We're running out of laps. We got 2 to go. Chris is recovering behind us. I overdrive it. We're coming to the white flag.
Got one inside. All clear, all clear.
I'm not going to have anything.
We have about 5 laps of fuel left.
Fuel was perfect.
Good racing again, Ethan.
Sneak to his outside. It's going to be close, but we're not going to be there.
Me and you seem to have some
Good
battles,
race.
buddy. That was a lot of fun. Good race to everybody not named Nick Robinson.
There's the flag, man. It's over.
Yeah, for real, good race.
There you go, man.
Sorry if I
Good job,
chopped you
driver.
off there, Gavin. I forgot to turn my spotter on for the features. My fault.
No, you were good. That was a good race. He never chopped me or anything.
Hey, Nick, what kind of tire prep you using there?
Woo! P5. That was a fun one. Caution-free, 40 laps. That was exciting. We had a good
Somebody
battle.
needs to put him on the scales after the race. That's all I know.
We had a really good battle with Chris there. Could almost get to the outside of Tyler. He was going to guard that off. I couldn't get to his outside on the front stretch, which is what I needed to do, like I could with Chris, and he was able to get an exit each time because we could get to his outside on entry, but then we'd be so slow middle of the corner, diving it in like that, that wouldn't have anything on exit. 79.81, right? Well, 79.81 I think is what it was. I'm pretty happy with that. Nick, 66.81. So he burned it up. Nick Robinson, what did he have? 87.76. So he was on the right rear way more. And we were pretty even with it, which is good. Good race with Chris there. He was talking about being really, really tight as well. I was so tight on exit I could not do anything on the bottom, which is why I could not pass him. But thankfully, we just snuck the nose to his outside on the front stretch, and we were able to get around him eventually after we slammed the wall. That was where you wanted to make passes, though. The bottom just got way too tight. We'll take a look at the incidents in the main, and there were not very many. I don't know why we always get such bad starts. Some blinking back there. That's it. Some blinking out of Sean, I guess, and that's all you get. That's the only incident in the whole feature. There's quite a few big wrecks in the consolation races, though. Let's see when we got to the outside on Chris. We're trying forever here to make this pass. He was holding us down. He was giving plenty of room, though. I just got so tight I could not get back in the throttle to get a good exit. So I just try and sneak the nose here, just sneak the nose, just get the outside call, so he has to give room there. That gets us to his outside, but then we freaking way overcooked the exit, packed the wall pretty hard, and I thought, oh great, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to lose both these spots, and then Jake's going to get up here. But we finally recover from that, and are able to get the run. Zach trying to follow us, but we get clear in front of Chris in time, and he gets back in line, and he ends up pulling away from all these guys. He was saving his tires better, I guess, and he ends up finishing just behind us, I believe, in 6th. So we start 5th. We get back to 5th. We fell to like 7th or something there at the beginning. I think it's slotted in. Then we tracked down Tyler. Nearly had a battle there for 4th. Just couldn't quite get there. Didn't have enough laps. I got to his inside, but the inside was terrible, too wide, as we saw. So I couldn't get that to work, and I couldn't quite sneak to his outside in time. If we had 20 more laps, maybe we would have had a shot at something. But another great race in the Street Stocks K5 Championship. That was a ton of fun. Even watching the consolations and the other heats is always a lot of fun with these. The racing is so good. And then we went 40 laps green here, and I had a good time and finished top 5. I'm happy with that. So that was fun. Thanks for watching.